Alright guys, previously I had told you that I was going to make potato peel soup and that I would possibly bring you along, so I'm bringing you along. What you're looking at right there is approximately 4 pounds of potato peels from the last time that we canned potatoes. This whole time they've been frozen, and I know it doesn't look appealing, and this is not a meal that looks great, but it is a meal, and it is a meal from something that you would have thrown away. So we have about 4 pounds of, 4 pounds of potato peel. What you hear in the background is me mixing up just some bouillon with some water. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a quart in there of the broth, and then I'm going to go ahead and add more water. I'm going to add a quart of water now. I'm going to put some salt and pepper. The bouillon already has sodium, but I'm going to go ahead and put a teaspoon of salt. And then if we need more salt, we can just add it when we're eating it. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add pepper. And of course, if you are not eating salt or can't eat salt for health reasons, then just omit it. Or if you have some kind of salt substitute, just use that. If you don't like salt, if you don't like pepper, just leave them out and flavor them with whatever spices it is that you like to use. I'm going to go ahead and put a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to add dehydrated carrots, but you can add fresh carrots if you have. You can add dehydrated carrots. You can leave out the carrots, but this is just the way that I make it. So can't tell how much is in here. Not very much, but in it goes. But you want about a cup or so of carrots. You can do more if you want. You want about a cup of onion. And so I'm also using dehydrated onions. These were dehydrated April of 2020, and that's all I have left. So it's going to be time to do more. So you want your potato peel, you want your broth, whatever broth you use. You don't have to use the chicken bouillon. I normally use my home canned broth, but today I'm just going to go with the bouillon because that's just what I did. And I normally do not add this, but these are sweet potato, powdered sweet potatoes that I did a few years ago. And just so that I can go ahead and use it, and they're sealed. I normally take out what I need and then I just seal it to maintain its freshness. And so I'm going to go ahead and listen to this. Oh, it wasn't a big pop because it's not canned. It's just vacuum sealed. And I'm going to go ahead and add, like I said, I normally don't put this in there, but I figured maybe it'll help a little bit with the color because I find the color not very pretty. And this powdered sweet potato will also thicken it nicely, give it a nice flavor, a little bit of sweetness in there. So just moving that around a bit, and I'm going to go ahead and I don't need very much because this right here, this quart, is probably like I don't remember, and it's not on there, but it's probably 20, 30 pounds of sweet potato. So there's a lot of sweet potato condensed in that little area. I'm sure I have it somewhere because I take notes on all the stuff that I make. And you see the color is not pretty. So obviously if you needed to chop your onions, you know, you'd have to do that. You can use onion powder if you want. I'm gonna also add, and you see the chunks of the carrots and everything in there, they will soften up, they'll rehydrate in here. And see, it looks, I'm gonna also run this through the immersion blender when it gets done, so you don't have to worry about any bits or anything like that. It does look like it's gonna need more water. So we did a quart of broth, a quart of water. I'm gonna go ahead and add another quart. And I'm gonna let it, it's gonna go for a while. And I'm adding another quart, but I also added the dehydrated stuff in there, which is gonna suck up a lot of that water. So you can still use the two. I mean, if you want it thicker, you know, use a little bit less. If you want it runnier, use a little bit more. But I mean, it doesn't need a whole quart to rehydrate my stuff. But that's just what I'm putting in there because I'm going to let this go. You know, you'd only have to cook this for maybe, I bring it up to a boil and then go ahead and simmer it for like 15-30 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and get it all mixed up. And then I'm just going to cover or let it boil. And then I'm going to put it on really low and just let it go for hours. So that's it. And once it's come up to a boil and done that for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and taste it and then see what I need to add, you know, as far as flavoring goes. And I'll go ahead and update you with that if I need to add anything more. But that's it. That's how easy that is. But I'll bring you back later, guys. All right, this is what it looks like after it's cooked. You see how much liquid I've lost. I just let it boil for like 5-10 minutes, and then I just basically put it on low for a few hours. And that's what it looks like. And then I'll show it to you once I get it in my bowl, ready to eat. So I forgot to mention, after I added the salt and the pepper, I went ahead and I thought it was lacking in taste, so I did add some cumin, chili powder, some hot pepper powder, and quite a bit of garlic, just for the added taste. Alright guys, well here it is, potato peel soup. I've got it served over a little bit of rice, and then I've got some tortilla chips, some sour cream, and some shredded cheese. And I am sure that this is going to be a nice filling meal. I hope you enjoyed this and that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Till next time.